Hey everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another Daily Deck Tech video, and today I've got one where I think that I'm going to succeed, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not the most comfortable with Spellslingers, so let me know how I did. But before we get into that, if you like my Daily Deck Techs, if you like Magic for the Working Class, History as Commander, discussion content, anything in between, feel free to subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Today's commander is Crystal, Inhuman Princess. And it's gonna be a higher budget one, because like I said, I was trying to go for something catchy here, but I don't know if I hit. Like I said, I'm not the best combo-y spell slinger player, so please in the comments let me know what you would change about the deck. It is a 2/3 for 3, so very cheap commander. Flying, and she can add every color except for black. And then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Crystal deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of colors that spell is. So if you cast a 4-color spell, it's going to deal 4 damage to each opponent. It's pretty cool. So we're going to try to cast some multicolored spells and try to get in there for the win. We have Temio in here. I wanted to give her a try. She is a 5-drop, so probably a little bit too high for this deck, but you can tap target permanent. It doesn't untap. If in a slower game, if you manage to get her to -8, that's the real key here, is you get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Whenever a card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, return it to your hand. You may. So recurring our spells. Now, for creatures, almost all of these are either mana dorks or sort of like inhibitors against our opponents. So the mana dorks, we got Avacyn's Pilgrim. Badger Mole Cub is a pseudo mana dork. Birds of Paradise, Bloom Tender, Delighted Halfling, Elvish Mystic, Fun Horn Elves, Atlanta War Elves, Elvish Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide, the Cabbage Merchant, because it lets the foods tap for mana. Tinder Wall, Noble Hierarch, right? Those are all mana dorks. We have some token generation with Monastery Mentor. It's prowess, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you make a 1/1 monk with prowess. And with Kaikar, you make a 1/1 spirit, and you can also sack a spirit to generate red. So it can be a mana dork as well. Now for inhibitors. We have Esper Sentinel. Everybody knows what this card does. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, you draw a card unless they pay X, where X is Esper Sentinel's power. Grand Abolisher. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells or activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. This card's really good. Jennifer Walters. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Hexing Squelcher. It can't be countered, and spells you control can't be countered. And other creatures you control have ward, pay 2 life. We do have Voice of Victory. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. And then we have, I would say, utility. We have Valeria Richards, Precocious. Its non-creature spells cost 1 less. That's just going to cheapen our spells. And whenever you cast your first non-creature spell, each turn draw a card. We do have Vivi Ornithir. Everybody knows what Vivi does, right? When you cast a non-creature spell, it pings everybody for 1, and you get a 1/1 counter on him. You can pay 0 to add X mana of any combination of blue or red once each turn, and only during your turn, equal to his power. Sorceries. Still pretty light on these. Decimates in here. Destroy target artifact, creature, enchantment, and target land. You have to, as the reminder text says, you have to have a valid target for each of those. We have a Schema to the Wilds. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play cards exiled this way until the end of your next turn. And you may play an additional land this turn. We have Grape Shot, which is it deals 1 damage to any target, and then it storms. Guided Passage. Reveal the cards in your library. An opponent chooses from among them a creature card, a land card, and a non-creature, non-land card. You put the chosen cards into your hand, then shuffle. Pretty good. I used to play this all the time back in the day, actually in early EDH. Lessons from life, you draw 3, and then you can put a land down. Strike it rich, you make a treasure. And then there's the 5 Arrive, also known as Genesis Ultimatum. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, put any number of permanent cards from among them onto the battlefield, the rest into your hand. This is going to be really underwhelming with these, but it does shoot everyone for 3. And then for our instance, we are running 16 instants. So as you can see, I'm running all these charms. They all do stuff, right? Bant destroys an artifact, counters an instant spell, or put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. Broker's Charm, +1/+0, deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. Destroy an enchantment, draw 2 cards. Jeskai is put target creature on top of its owner's library. Deals 4 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Creatures get +1/+1 and lifelink until end of turn. Naya Charm, shoot something for 3. Return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Or tap all creatures target player controls. We have First Family. You draw X cards, gain X life, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control and spells you've cast this turn. Boros Charm can protect your stuff. Shoot something for 4, or give something double strike. Growth Spiral is ramp. Manamorphose is kind of ramp. We do have Orm's Chant and Silence to prevent people from being able to play spells if we're going to pop off in one turn. Dovin's Veto and Swan Song for counter magic. Swords and Path for targeted removal. Dramatic Reversal. So we have all these mana dorks up here, right? A ton of mana dorks. If you put Dramatic Reversal on an Isokran Scepter, and you have, say, Soul Ring here, right? You can use all of, you can tap all these guys and tap your Soul Ring to tap your Dramatic Reversal, which Dramatic Reversal says untap all non-land permanents you control and generate infinite mana. You just have to have at least 1 mana dork and the Soul Ring with that imprinted, and you can do that. We do have Resonating Loot. Lands have add 2 mana. Use it to cast instant sorceries. You can draw a card. We do have Cloud Key and Helm of Awakening in here with Top and Mystic Forge. This will also help us draw and get a large storm counter into the deck, which that's what Brain Freeze is for here. For those of you who don't know, it just says target player mills 3 cards and has Storm. So if you can cast a bunch of spells and do this little fun thing here, then you are going to be able to do stuff. Yes, this doesn't trigger off of, our commander, but it is a backup plan. Always, always, always have a backup plan. Enchantments, Jeskai Ascendancy. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you can draw a card, discard a card. Whenever you cast 1 creatures you control, get +1/+1, and you untap them. Another way of generating lots of mana. Sorry for the yawning, it's very late. I had a long day at the fair with my daughter. We have Curiosity and Ophidian Eye, which is whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. So Crystal's going to be shooting people, which will help draw more, and if you have infinite mana, etc. Mystic Remora to try cards. Cosmic Crucible. At the beginning of your first main phase, add 4 mana of any combination of colors. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Do this only once each turn. Big sad on the once each turn there. Keen Sense. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. There you go. It's like Curiosity, right? It's literally color shifted. Curiosity. And then we have Underworld Breach, giving each non-land card in your graveyard escape. The escape cost is equal to the mana value plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. And then Snake Umbra has +1/+1, and whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. So you stack these on her, you throw 1 spell, hopefully you can generate infinite mana, and then just draws you more and more and more value to play. We are running 37 lands, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Fabled Passage, and a bunch of the buddy lands, right? So, all right, that is the list. Now let's see how we play test it out. I'll keep this hand. This seems fine. I'm going to play Command Tower. I'm going to play Noble Hierarch. Not bad so far. I'm going to play a Mountain. And I'm going to play Crystal. Next turn. Yeah, we'll play the Rejuvenating Springs. We will play Keen Sense on Crystal. She shoots everyone for 1. There we go. And then I think what I'm going to do here... I'm going to play the Cabbage Merchant. And then during our opponent's turn, we're going to say that we get a couple foods. We'll stack them down here. And now remember, what he says is, whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, you sacrifice a food. Whenever they play a non-creature spell, you get a food, and you can tap 2 untapped foods to add 1 mana of any color. Pretty good. Next turn, we draw. We tap for red, blue. It doesn't matter. We're going to play Resonating Loot. It's going to shoot everyone for 2, which is going to draw us a card off of Keen Sense. Not bad. We're going to then tap for 2 red, or sorry, 2 white, 2 green, and then a blue. And we're going to play Bant Charm. We're going to shoot everybody for 3, and we're going to say we destroy somebody's artifact. Next turn, we have an island. I'm going to play Jennifer Walters. We're going to say that we also got to make 2 more foods. So we got to make a bunch of foods. Now, we could probably poke in for 3. The backside of Jennifer Walters, by the way, I forgot to explain during the deck tech, is your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, reach, trample. Whenever a creature controls dealt damage, you may have the Sensational She-Hulk deal that much damage to any target. And actually, what we are going to do is we're going to turn her over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we have a 6/6. We are going to attack in for 3 in the air because they have the Exalted trigger off of that. We get to draw a card. Next turn. So many lands. Oh my goodness. We're going to drop this. I'm not going to Dramatic Reversal. I am going to attack here and here, though. Draw me a card. Look at that. Another land. Tinderwall. Damn. This is kind of sucky that we're getting so many lands. And for running 37, too, that shouldn't happen that frequently. We are going to drop Tinderwall on this turn, though. Next turn. Here we have Dovin's Veto. I am going to play a Sensei's Top. It does not deal damage. We're going to swing in, draw a card. Oh, look, another land. During an opponent's turn, we are going to probably have to counter something with Dovin's Veto. Draw a card after shooting them for 2. We're going to look at the top 3 cards. I'm going to leave this as is. Alright, next turn, draw. And we have white, green, and red available. Oh, and blue. So we can draw 3. Yeah, that sounds fine. Blue, blue, green, green, white, white. We'll play First Family. And so we'll get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And gain X life. Not terrible. Blue, blue, red, red, white, white. Cast this. Oh, yeah, we got to draw a card off of her. And we get to draw a card again, dealing damage. We will probably do the 4 damage to somebody. We do have green that can be spent only on an instant sorcery. So we're going to pay 2. We're going to play him. And 1, 2, 3. We're going to play Cloud Key. I'm going to actually name Artifact. I'm going to look at the top 3 with top. Yeah, that sounds fine. Poke. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to pitch a Plains. And next turn. Play a Forest. Play this. This is kind of a slow roll one. There are very easy ways to make this broken. I just didn't want to make it super, super broken. Let's see a couple other opening hands. No lands. You know, we go from having all lands to no lands. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We can play her on probably turn 2. Yeah, we can, because then we draw. Yeah, we can do well. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know this one's a little bit shorter. Like I said, I went to the fair with my family today, my wife and daughter. I took the day off work to be able to spend time with my family, because we are getting into busy season at my day job. And during busy season, lots of overtime happens. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I'm Wes with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.